everybody, I'm gonna show you the seeds.
Yeah, show us the seeds that we planted.
These are red onions.
Red onions, ja, heel goed.
This is a normal onion.
Yes.
This is garlic.
Garlic, yeah, very good.
Watermelon.
Milk?
Watermelon.
Watermelon, yes.
This is
Do you remember? Which is in?
sunflowers.
Yeah, red sunflowers and these are the red sunflowers.
These are the red sunflowers.
And these are giant sunflowers.
Sprouting.
Yes, Brussels sprouts. They're growing very well. This is lettuce.
This is lettuce.
Yeah. And this is ornamental pumpkins. So that's hard to say, right?
Ornamental pumpkins.
Yeah, we are Dutch speaking, so it's amazing that she can pronounce it in English. You have done very well. High five. So these are our seedlings that are growing. So these are our seedlings, and we started a little bit off too early. So this is one of our first mistakes that we are making. Not plant the seeds too early, I feel like, because in this room it seems like it's warm, and yes, when the sun is shining it gets very warm in here. So now that the sun is shining, it's freezing outside, but the sun is shining and then it's warm in here. But like when the sun is not shining and it's freezing outside, it starts to become very cold in here. So and that made some of the seeds, like the soil, have some mold in it, and I was worried that they did not start growing right away. and I'm new to this, like I don't know when they start growing, and I was like, oh no, they start having mold. Now they are all like not going to grow anymore, because maybe like they are not broken, but like so yeah. But I thought this one was very bad. There was so much mold in this, and yet, I will go some closer, it starts to have like a little one. And that's from the watermelon. We also have like bell peppers and regular pumpkins. We have basil, I think that's right, basilicum. And we have put some things in water, like we call this spring onions. I don't know if that's the right name. And then celery and white kale. So Chinese white kale. So we will see. And we had to put our trees that we did out in here. Don't mind the mess again, like. But yeah. And yesterday we had like a less fun adventure to my middle son, and he does not want to come in the camera, so I totally respect it. But yesterday they were like doing a pillow fight. Do you remember? And I mean,
Nee.
well, they were doing a pillow fight with their father, and they were having a lot of fun right before they go to bed. And like I don't exactly know what happened, because I was in the bathroom with my daughter, I think, or with my youngest, brushing his teeth. I don't remember. But we hear like they're like laughing, and then we hear like bomb and crying, and I was like, oh no. And I don't know, I kind of felt like this is not good. And his face was like bleeding. It was like bleeding, and then she saw it. She was panicking. Het was erg, hè?
Ja.
Dat was echt niet leuk, hè? Dat was nogal iets. Hè? And I saw that he had like a cut in his forehead. And it was bleeding, and like a head bleeds a lot, so it was like all over his face. And yeah, they were like doing a pillow fight, and he must have stumbled and fell. It's not that my husband like did it very hard, but like they were standing on a wobble, I think, or maybe on the cushions, I don't know. He slipped, and then on the corner of the wall he fell. So I said like, yeah, we have to go to the emergency. Like, it was not like it was super deep, but it was open. It was like a split. So I really felt like if we don't like let it close, then it will be like a bad scar on his forehead. So I really felt like, yeah, we need to go to the emergency. So we did end up going to the emergency. It was an adventure. He did very well. He was very brave. And then they were like doubting stitches, but they ended up putting in glue and glue it together, and now there's like a sticker on it, like a band-aid on it to keep it close and keep it protected. So he's well. He does not have like I had to look up the word, but he does not have a concussion or anything, because it was not really hard he fell, but like hard enough to like bruise his forehead. And I feel like we manifested it a little bit, because like the last couple of days we were talking about, and I don't know why we ended up telling about those things, but like we were sharing stories. She once fell on her head, and she did not have to go to the emergency, but it was a bad cut. And then my husband was talking about a bruise, like a scar that he has on his arm. And he was talking about being a child and falling on the ground. His bone was sticking out, all those crazy stories. And then he also once felt on his lip, and his teeth was like, that was when they were on vacation. And he was a little child. So all of those stories, I don't have stories like that, because I was scared of heights and scared of so many things. So I actually ended up being like safe. But I'm not saying that you should be scared of everything, but like I was not there at all. So I did not end up breaking things or having stories like that. But yeah, we were talking about certain things and operations that we did. Like, I don't know, like the kids were interested in certain things, and now this happens, and I felt like, yeah. When you talk about those things, you imagine it. The kids imagine it, and maybe they get fear out of it, and maybe you manifest that fear. And today we were like here looking at the plants. We have a little stair here, and he was walking the stair and almost fell again, back with his head almost to the wall. And this is like another wall. If you fall into this wall, you will have like a concussion. So I was like, don't do this anymore, please. So yeah, we have to be careful with what we say, what our words are. We have to be very conscious about things we talk about, and because yeah, sometimes you manifest certain things. And another story I want to tell. Ik ga eventjes vertellen, Fenia, over dat ik gezegd heb tegen de plantjes I love you, en dat ze dan gaan groeien zijn. Gaan we dat even vertellen? Yeah? I'm going to tell a little story. Like when I was afraid that the plants were not growing, I believe in the power of love. So I ended up telling to every plant, I love you.
I love you.
So we every day now say like, I love you. I love you. Especially to this one, we said it. And then it started popping up. Like when I said I love you, the next day, a lot of them started like have tiny sprouts, like started to grow. So I really felt like yes. And I felt like when you put all that love into your plants, and they will grow and have fruits and vegetables, and that love will be in there. So if you give it so much love, eventually you will get that love back through your food, and it will taste so much more delicious. I feel like love is the best ingredient. And we also have some flowers that we got from hoe zeg je dat? Tombola. A tombola? Is that an English word? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's an English word. Yeah, we have some amazing, beautiful flowers, and most of them can be planted in the ground, but not all of them. I don't remember which one. I think one of them you could not plant. I have to research again. I did write everything down. So yeah, we are learning, we are growing. And yeah, here they all are like growing. As you can see, they are growing very, I don't know what to do with this one, but like, but they are all growing. And this one is so small. I don't know if you can see it with the light. Can see it. Oh yeah, now I can see it on the camera. But this one here is so small, and I am going to put like a card with it. When I plant it in the ground, I will plant mark it, because this is going to be the biggest one. I believe that this one is going to be the biggest red sunflower. It's a red sunflower, so I believe that the smallest one will end up being the biggest. What do you think? Ik denk dat de kleinste nu de allergrootste van alle rode zonnebloemen zal worden.
I love you.
Auw! Trek het me nou recht.